problems on coins. We will see through examples. When a coin is thrown, the outcomes are two. What are those two outcomes? Head and tail. When two coins are thrown, the total outcomes are 4. What are they? We will see. H, it means head and tail, tail and head, tail and tail. So total 4 outcomes, in which how many times head appear? Only one time. Head, tail, head, tail. Head appears only one time. So is 2 times. 2 cases. In how many cases head appear 2 times? Only 1 case. In how many times head appear no time? It means 1 time. 1 plus 1 plus 2, which is equal to 4. When two coins are thrown, the outcomes are 4. We can write it as 2 square. So what are those 4 outcomes? Head, tail, tail, head, and tail and tail. So total 4 outcomes. When 3 coins are thrown, the outcomes are 8. So this can be written as 2 cube. What are those 3? Those are 8 outcomes. 3 heads, okay, and 1 tail and 2 heads appears how many times? 1 tail and 2 heads. How many times it appears? 3 times. See, 1 tail and 2 heads. 1 head and 2 tails. How many times it appears? 3 times. And again 3 tails. What is the combination? 3 heads, 1 head, 2 tails, 1 tail, 2 heads, and 3 tails. 3 heads appears how many times? 1 time. 1 head and 2 tails appears how many times? See here. 1 head and 2 tails are appeared for 1, 2, 3, 3 times. 1 tail and 2 heads. 1 tail, 2 heads appears how many times? 3 times. 3 tails means no heads appeared for 1 time. Okay. So total 8 cases. When 4 coins are thrown, the outcomes are 16, which is nothing but 2 power 4. What are those outcomes? All tails is one outcome. 3 tails, 1 head. How many cases are getting? See, 3 tails, 1 head. This is one case. This is second case, third case, fourth case. So 3 tails, 1 head. It means 1 head. And in this case, 2 heads. 2 heads appears how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 heads. 3 heads appears how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 heads appears how many times? Only 1 time. Okay. Now, suppose, look at here. When 4 coins are thrown, in how many ways it will show no head or 0 heads, which is nothing but 4C0, one way. In how many ways it will show only 1 head, means 4C1. What is the value of 4C1? 4. In how many ways it will show 2 heads, which is nothing but 4C2. What is the value of 4C2? 6. See here, how many cases you are getting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 3 heads. How many ways it can show 3 heads? 4C3. What is the value of 4C3? 4. In how many ways it will show all head? Only one way, that is nothing but 4C4. So 1. If you add all these total, what is the value of getting? 16. Okay. When 4 coins are thrown, the total outcomes are 16. See here. When 5 coins are thrown, the number of ways it shows no head or 0 heads is 5C0. The number of ways it shows exactly 1 head is 5C1. The number of ways it can show exactly 2 heads is 5C2. The number of ways it shows exactly 3 heads is 5C3. The number of ways it shows exactly 4 heads is 5C4. The number of ways it shows exactly 5 heads is 5c5. So what are the total number of cases you are getting? 5c0 plus 5c1 plus 5c2 plus 5c3 plus 5c4, which is equivalent to 32. See here, when 5 coins are thrown, the number of ways it shows no head or 0 heads is 5c0. The number of ways it shows exactly one head is 5c1. The number of ways it shows exactly two heads is 5c2. The number of ways it shows exactly 3 heads is 5c3. The number of ways it shows exactly 4 heads is 5c4. The number of ways it shows exactly 5 heads is 5c5. Okay, the total number of ways, the total number of outcomes are 5c0 plus 5c1 plus 5c2 plus 5c3 plus 5c4 plus 5c5, which is nothing but 2 power 5, which is equals to 32. When n coins are thrown, the number of ways it shows no head or 0 heads is nc0. The number of ways it shows exactly one head is nc1. The number of ways it shows exactly 2 heads is nc2. The number of ways it shows exactly k heads is nck. The number of ways it shows exactly n heads is ncn. Okay, total outcomes are nc0 plus nc1 plus nc2 and so on ncn, which is equals to 2 power n. When n coins are thrown, the total number of outcomes are 2 power n. See here, when n coins are thrown, total outcomes are nc0 plus nc1 plus nc2 and so on ncn, which is equals to 2 power n. Showing at least one head means it can show one head or 2 heads or 3 heads and so on n heads. So it can show one head in how many ways? nc1 ways. Plus at least is saying at least one head. At least means greater than or equal to. So one head or 2 heads or 3 heads and so on, all heads. It is nothing but n heads. Okay, nc1 plus nc2 plus and so on ncn. We know that nc0 plus nc1 plus nc2 and so on ncn is 2 power n. What is the value of nc0? 1. If you send the 1 to the right hand side, it will become minus 1. So that is what we are writing here. The number of ways it shows at least one head is 2 power n minus 1. Very, very important. Okay, remember this point.